Don't go around feeling sad, 'cause everybody going around crazy. That you're lazy and you're wrong, motivating to the people around you in society. They control you in your mind with anxiety. You gotta break free from that mindset. Break free, break free, break free to explode. Break free to expose all of those emotional vulnerability and the complexities of your mind. And together we'll find the sun keeps shining on the other side. The sun keeps shining on the other side. The sun keeps shining on the other side of the rain cloud, of the storm clouds in your eyes. In your eyes, there's a place I know we can go and stay a while. Welcome to Meltdown Island. Welcome to Meltdown Island. To Meltdown,
This is Dustin Gardner. He's a comedy theorist, an award-winning musician, and he's desperately trying to hold his beautiful mind together. The living TikTok post that thinks that if he just does one more bad take on current events, he's finally going to become famous. Will his guests keep him on track? Will he deservedly get canceled, or will this show crash and burn as he loses control once again? Welcome to Meltdown Island.
It's me. It's Dustin. Dustin, where are you going? Just trust me.
Dustin, you slow down. Dustin.
Dustin, you're a goddamn Einstein.
Dustin's right. You're a certified genius.
I think that's a great idea, Mike.
Thank you, Dustin.
Yes, we swear. Yeah, I'm Dustin's mother.
Yeah, Dustin's mother. Dustin. Dustin. Dustin! 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 Can you hear me?
Dustin!
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 Favorite.
I know everything Dustin is saying sounds
1 minute
totally
full of
delusional.
Dustins. Total dust mania right here.
Where do we find this? Dustin. Dustin.
Dustin! He was scared, Dustin.
A lot of Dustins.
Really scared.
It's a lot.
That's all, Dustin.
See you on YouTube, everyone. Here we go.
Dustin!
Isn't this exciting?
Wake up! Dustin?
Isn't this exciting, everyone? Did it stop?
Seemed like it stopped.
Your
Well, that's
compass
the-
has gone
that
from
stinks.
wonky to
There it
wonky
is.
with a
There it
capital.
goes.
Ah.
I can't hear it now, though. All right, now I gotta just say goodbye to that. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Meltdown Island. That's us.
Hi, everybody.
Well, looky here. Meltdown Island.
Island.
Meltdown Island, everyone. Welcome to Meltdown Island. This is that climbing up that hill show. Yep. Because I've been climbing up the hill. I've been wearing coats. I've been doing all the things I'm not singing about now. What's the matter, Sean? You okay?
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm a little stressed out. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little stressed out.
Because I'm going to be honest with you, you're not here, which makes me think you're stressed out, buddy.
I just lost my phone.
When?
Like, I did a tour from
Uh-oh.
2:15 to 3:45.
Uh-oh.
After which I was gonna come to Hamtown and do.
You're going to come
live.
here? You're going to come
Yeah.
here to do the show? That would have been,
Yeah.
I expected that. Not only, did you see this? I've got your chair. I got you a chair.
I know. It breaks my heart.
Instead of the standing chair, I got you a little thing for your bum.
That's
And
nice.
I think it's super nice of me.
You are super nice, buddy. Despite despite all the things that people say, I don't think anyone argues that you're not nice, because you're definitely nice.
That you're not nice.
So
You don't think you would argue with somebody saying that Dustin's not nice?
yeah,
I don't know if you said that correctly, or
I don't. I think I did. Play it back. Let's play it back.
I don't know that I can play that back, but if I will, it will be in Roses and Thorns, and I'm probably gonna make you look bad.
What I was going to say is what I think I said was that nobody is arguing that you're not nice.
No one is arguing that you're not nice.
So no one's arguing. No one's trying to make the point that you're not a nice person.
No one's trying to make the point
I think
that you're not a nice person because it's understood that you're not a nice person.
No.
How am I messing this up?
It's the negative, probably. It's the no. It's the not in there. It's the not that's throwing. But the arguing offsets it. So
I think everyone would agree that you're a very nice person. Instead
nobody's
of saying,
trying to make the point that you're not a nice person.
That you're not a nice person.
Common,
now, how does that make sense?
The parenthetical is that because it's commonly understood that you're a nice guy. So whatever it was we were talking about, such that you said nice.
I don't know. Kurt's just telling me to just move on because it just.
But I don't know. You're nice.
It's not going to get any better. I don't think it's getting any better, is what Kurt's saying. Just let Sean's positive flow. Here's the thing, you guys. I know Sean better than everyone. And Sean's not positive right now. He just lost his phone. I don't know if you guys caught that, but my keen intellect and understanding of Sean heard that micro moment in his life. And the rest of you have thrown that away. Oh, phone this, phone that. He'll phone it home. ET's find him. Here's the thing. Maybe not. Have you thought about it that way, you guys? And maybe Sean's freaking out right now. And he's running up that hill.
No one doesn't think
Dustin isn't not nice.
Well, now that brings it to the triple negative. So I think that one is suggesting that you're not nice.
I'm going to be honest with you.
Or
this is really not helping my self-esteem. Self-esteemed very much.
I thought we were talking about me. How did this become about you, buddy?
Because I'm nice, I guess. I guess I'm nice.
You were nice for getting that nice setup for me, that whole thing, so that I would stop by, and I was totally going to.
Oh, and then
but I got off this tour.
You got off a tour,
and I walked away, and the car I was driving in drove away, and as that car drove away, I realized I didn't have my phone in the car.
The car was a taxi cab?
It was a metro car.
Metro car. Did you call your phone right away? You called it.
I know where the phone is. I just had to get a hold of that driver because I actually gave chase. He was close enough I could give chase, but he had green lights. Oh, the green lights. He had the green lights.
And you just can't outrun a green light.
I mean, I needed him to stop there if I was to catch up with him.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Come home then, because I was just going to come straight to your place.
This is a good point. Might be a good sign to get a new phone.
Which I need a new phone.
You do need a new phone. Maybe this was a cry out from Dustin's spirit animal that guides you.
But there were pictures or stuff on it. I mean, I don't want to just lose it.
Is it in the cloud? You got it in the cloud?
I don't know.
Don't you know?
I don't know. I really don't.
Boy. I'm so sorry, buddy. Don't think that. Don't think that. What were you thinking?
So I had to come home, and I had to. So the driver, the person I was giving the tour to, she was going on to the airport in that same week. So I get out. He takes off to take the tour.
Green light, click, click. Okay.
He was taking her to the airport. So I went home.
So you get home, you're like, baby, I need your phone. I got to call up a hot lady. I got to call up a sweet baby.
I get home and I borrow Andy's phone and I get online and I find the number for Metro cars.
He's so upset. You didn't have the phone number of the lady you gave a tour to?
On my phone, guy.
Ooh, I see that now. I don't know if we
All right.
needed to yell it, but I do see it. I didn't realize that part.
I'm sorry, buddy.
It's okay. Part of
I
it's
was
my
just-
fault. Part of
I
it
was-
is.
It was intended to be comedically emphatic.
It wasn't.
Well, maybe I don't know. I guess time will tell.
Time will tell. Time will tell. Time after. So
Hi, Alana.
close you whispered me, and I can't believe that is far away.
So I come home. And
Sean gets home.
so I come home, and I look for the number for the car company,
They're out of
and
business.
I borrow Andy's phone, and I call the company.
Called the
And
company.
they tried to call the driver,
Oh,
but he didn't answer.
he didn't answer.
So now I'm waiting for him to call them back, to call me back.
It is a good sign. It's a good sign he didn't answer because maybe you know what it means. He's driving with both hands on the wheel, being safe.
Yeah,
So this lady, she just flew into
that's
town
what
for
I
a
said.
tour and is flying out.
she was in town for a job interview, and as part of the interview,
Oh,
the
company buys Sean, huh?
pays
The-
us
the
to
company
show people around.
Gifts people a little taste of Sean for while they're in town. That is hot. And you know it.
Well,
You know
I mean,
you're
it's-
hot shit.
I mean, it's to their benefit. I mean, there are some people. Yeah, this might shock you, but there are some people that are from other places that have really positive
Did you hear my shock?
impressions.
That was acting.
Yeah, I don't know if you had to
Exactly,
yell
yeah.
it. I don't know if you had to yell it, but
That was how shocked I was.
that's
Some
cool.
people don't realize that when this is an acting.
Oh boy.
This is a master's class from my master's class. There's a moment in acting where when you're going to show a different state, a heightened
Hey,
state.
Dustin?
Let's say. Go ahead.
While you're telling this story,
Mm.
they've called. I'm gonna go.
They've called.
I'll be
Do it
right
on the
back.
phone. Do it right here. Do it right now.
I'll be right back.
You can do it.
I'll
All
be
right.
right back.
Okay. I mean, you got to do all that. All right. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Meltdown Island. I'm going to turn this thing off so it's just me. Welcome to Sweat Pit Island. I've got the sweatiest pits. Welcome to Sweat Pit Island. Go ahead and get in them pits. Pit me up. Pit me down. Don't pit me against Pitbull because I'm Mr. Worldwide and he's a fool. And I got sweaty pits. I rule. Thank you. That's called rapping. Now, back to my discussion about Dina says that it's okay that you lost your phone since it's okay. See what I did there, Dustin? What did Dina said? Yeah, I did see it. I think it was funny because it's galaxies, and it's like we in a universe. What you got a galaxy for? Oh, hey, Michelle. Are you into Planet Ant? Yes, I am, Scott Dillon. I'm over on YouTube right now. For those of you who want to see the show, let me show you how to do it. For those of you who are actually in the show, this would be a great time to go ahead and hit the like button. You know what I mean? Because it makes people go something about it. I don't know what it does. I don't know. But if you could, be great. They tell us to say that. I'm not. So you go here. This is the Meltdown Island page. You just go up there, and then you go here, and then nope, not one plant tree. Come on. There it is. And then you go here, and you go open anyways, and then you go Dustin's YouTube, and then you're on Meltdown Island show. It's the sweatiest. I'd like to welcome back everybody to the show real quick. Sean Hanlon. Sean Hanlon's back.
Hey, I'm
Hey,
back.
buddy. Hey, buddy. How is everything?
Everything seems to be fine.
What do you mean?
The driver called Andy back. He is driving it. He's got to come this way anyway, so he's going to drop it off, and everything's fine. Everything's
So
fine.
everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
And we did not need to interrupt or ruin the show and everything we had planned for today.
Wait, what?
Look at him. Look at him. See how happy he's smiling now? Mr. Smiles a lot. Look at him. He's all like...
I mean, that's a relief. It's a relief.
It is. You could tell. Oh, Dina said something about not worrying about it. I don't know. Maybe think about it. Not worrying about the galaxy. You're saying... So Dina says, you're saying, Crystal, that it was Sean's destiny... Manifest destiny. Yes, that's what we're talking about.
Sean's dust. It was my destiny. That's a good one. Good singer.
My destiny.
Nice job, Dina.
Nice job, Dino. Yo, Dino. Maybe if I clean it off a little bit.
Sometimes I like to intentionally worry, though.
Go ahead. You intentionally like to worry? Because
they say 80% of the things you worry about don't ever happen. So if I worry about something, if I choose to worry about it, then
go on. I'm listening to this logic
that ensures the probability that it will not happen.
Toot your own horn, my guy, because this logically the math works out on this.
Yeah.
What he's essentially saying is if something bad is about to happen or going to happen, they say 80% of the things you worry about never happen. So really, we should all be going around worrying all the time. Really.
Right.
And then nothing bad will ever happen.
I mean, to be honest, I don't know what the statistics...
Kind of true.
I don't know what the statistics are for...
I'm telling you right now. Hello, Michelle.
Hi, Michelle. I don't know. I don't have readily available, though, the statistics for what percentage of things you don't worry about don't happen.
Well, what I'm trying to back you up on is, all righty, let's worry.
Mm-hmm.
All righty, worry powers activate. Lying. So what I'm saying is, if I would have worried and not gone skydiving, if I'd have worried and not gone to Vegas, I'd still have a house. But I wasn't worried. You know what I did? I trusted. I said, nothing will happen. I trust this person. I'm not going to worry. In fact, from what they say, worrying is causing them to not be happy. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to worry about it. Then what happened? Everything fell apart, Sean. You're right.
Yep.
I should have worried. It's like if you worry about the worst thing that could happen, then if it doesn't happen that way, it's a reward. Is that what Sean is saying? I think he's talking more scientific than that. But yes, I think that essentially we're talking about a little bit of the God particle and a little bit of human particles mixing into one. So it is a little bit of sci-fi, but ultimately, some might say the worry warts are the most happiest people in the world. Who's to say?
Well, I guess there's a fine line. There's probably a fine line.
Ooh, that line's fine. Look at you with your line.
Just like anything else, there's nuanced situations. Probably.
Is there?
I would imagine.
Look at that. I'm on your imagination train. Toot toot.
Thanks, pal.
To Worryville.
Toot toot to Worryville.
Well, this has been a great show.
I mean, it's been an exciting. It's been a roller coaster ride of emotion for me.
And
the
action
first
packed.
20 minutes of it.
Action packed.
Action packed.
You missed my sweat pit song. You missed that, bud.
Mm-hmm.
That was a fun time. You missed it. Wish I could.
Mikula.
What did he say? The hotel clerk had the extra phone, but he can't find it. Where did it go?
Where did that extra phone go?
So okay. So here's the riddle, you guys. 3 guys show up at a hotel. They pay 10 cell phones for a room each to stay in one room. So you're paying 30 cell phones for these 3 guys to go and stay in a room. Doesn't matter if it's dollars, don't matter if it's cell phones, because ultimately there was a price break on the room. What? They got 5 cell phones back. Room only cost $9 instead of $10. No.
The manager realized they were charging them by 5 cell phones. Gives the 5 cell phones to the bellhop
because they checked in early enough.
to take back to the room and give back to them.
So
But
the bellhop goes up
is
there.
like, they can't divide 5 cell phones between 3 people.
What are you gonna do? 2 talk on 1 phone?
So he keeps 2 of them for himself.
Yep.
And gives them each 1 cell phone back.
Yep.
So if they each paid 10 cell phones,
yep,
they each got 1 back. So they each paid 9 cell phones.
Yep. And 2 cell phones were kept by
9 times 3 is 27. $2 went to the 2 cell phones went to the bellhop. Where's that other cell phone?
Where's the extra cell phone?
That's what it is. I mean, I feel like that riddle is the one through line in this show.
Yep.
This
is about your worried logic. I'm worried about that really logic.
Wait, that means that my logic is only 20% valid.
Oh gosh, this is really falling apart. This show. This show really. I'm sure it'll be fine. Hi everyone, welcome to Meltdown Island. This is the only show that we still do. And this shows a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of applesauce in your life, a little bit of Monica by your side, if you know what I mean. For those of you who don't, get over yourself.
Get over yourself.
I had nothing, Sean. I got nothing. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm moving. I got a lot
When's
going
that
on.
Going down, buddy?
It's going down currently, I guess. I got stuff packed and sitting by the door to be moved out, but there's nowhere for it to go. Like, he's got a full house. He's got a 3-story full house filled up, 3 beds. But I'm going to sleep on my own bed. That's all there's to it.
Right.
And I don't think he's worried about the beds.
Yeah.
But everything's, I don't have, there's not room for just like, it's all Dustin's after show stuff. Like, I got a bunch of Dustin's after show stuff. Now, do I just toss that away and say, oh, it's been done, been there, done that. We're never doing that again. Or will Copybot make its way back someday?
I don't know.
Even if it's a decade from now, oh, maybe we do it again. I don't know.
I think the probability of Copybot coming back again,
it's very high. Very high probability.
I was going to guess it was pretty low.
But see, then you're going to make me worried.
In what context is Copybot coming back?
I don't know.
And if it does,
about copyright, they're going to do something about copyright somewhere. And Copybot's going to have to come back and help us explain it.
If it does, I don't think it would be financially devastating to recreate Copybot in the future. Plus, with new technology, you could make Copybot look so much better.
I don't know that I want Copybot to be better. I hated the first Copybot.
I say thumbs down on the Copybot.
Wow. Wow. Are you guys hearing this? Wow. Wow.
I don't know. I see moving is always an opportunity to purge stuff.
Yeah, like how you purged me when you moved in with Andy.
More or less.
No, I hear you. Yeah, Sean Caesar, and I'm just a gladiator, I guess, and I've got to now kill Copybot.
Did we do the if you keep worrying about the missing phone?
That was just up. If you keep worrying about the missing phone, you'll always be happy. I think that's the real riddle right there, is how to be happy. Right. And you just worry about a phone.
Is your square larger than mine?
No.
No.
Mine's got depth.
All right.
Yours is flat. So yours seems...
Hey.
Not in a bad way. It's got bumpies. I see that you got bumpies.
It's got bumpies.
Copybot, you'll always be a Copybot to me. Good old Copybot. Copy by Meltdown Islands.
Thank you for having my back, Crystal. Yeah, I think it's general life hack. I think that's like if you read a book about life hacks, I think that's got to be one of them. The fewer possessions we have, ironically, considering we're a consumer economy, I think there's
You ain't got to tell me.
I think there's scientific basis for the happiness brought on by minimalism.
Well, I brought that up in therapy. I'm like, I only need one knife, one fork, and one spoon, period.
Right.
One glass, maybe two, maybe three. But outside of that, everything else, extra. You're so extra.
Oh, boy.
Copybot, you can just stay alive in our hearts and minds and on video, I guess.
And on video. Copybot will always live on video.
Really? Oh, so it's not normal to take your Doom boxes with you when you move?
I mean, your preps. Those are things you want to take with you for sure.
Your what?
Doom boxes. I would assume that I read as boxes with supplies for doomsday.
I don't know that you're wrong.
Which I think that is one thing that should make the move for sure. But things
Bye, everyone on TikTok. I love you. I have to hang up because things are about to get spicy on Meltdown Island, the YouTube show.
Old props and costumes and stuff.
I was just making them think there's nothing. I just didn't want them to be like, oh, we have this whenever we want it. It's like, you know what I mean? You gotta be like, nope.
I mean, there's a little bit of doomsday boxes. See?
What's funny is
Crystal confirmed my hypothesis is true.
Which part?
That the doomsday with the doom boxes is the doomsday box. Your supplies for doomsday.
You want to catch capturing Kara? You want to catch?
Welcome, Kara. It was quite an emotional roller coaster for me the first 20 minutes of the show because I came into it having just freshly lost my phone. In fact, I was supposed to be there at Dustin's side.
I have his chair sitting here and everything with a stool, with a chair with a cushion.
Was that the leaning chair?
Nope. Leaning chair aside.
The standing stool?
It's a leaning.
But I had freshly lost my phone. I did a tour this afternoon and left my phone in the car from which I was conducting the tour. And then I got out at the end of the tour and my phone stayed in, and then my phone went to the airport with the person.
It's Sean's phone's big day out.
It was my phone's big day out.
Doom boxes are boxes filled with random crap that have no homes, but you also don't have use for anything in said Doom boxes. Here's another one. I thought Doom's box was like those random bags with nonsense items you don't know where to put.
All right, there's 2 votes for that. I just toss it or donate it. That's right, Crystal. Keep it minimalistic. But you should have doomsday boxes. But I think these Doom boxes, I remember in another book was suggested that you put stuff that you don't really use that much into a box, and then you seal up the box and you put the date on it and you put it somewhere. And then when that date comes, if you haven't opened that box, do not open it. Throw it away closed, because whatever was in it, you clearly did not need. And if you open it, you're going to get emotional about stuff. So once you reach that date, you throw it out. So maybe that is a time capsule. It can be a time capsule for sure. If you plan for it to stay longer, yeah, it's definitely a time capsule. The items that have no home. All right, Kara. All right.
Sounds like
But
a lot
yeah,
of people know a
now
lot
that
more
I
about
think
these
of-
doom boxes than you know.
I mean, we have several of them here.
If I could put time in a
I just never knew they were called doom boxes.
I
That's
tell
great.
you exactly what I do.
I'm a big fan of Doom, so just to be able to name something else Doom
I
is
tie it with ribbon and put it in a shelf, and then I would send it to you.
great. Crystal and Dina had the exact same bet. That's
Yes,
great.
they did. Well, it's called Island Mind. We have
Island
we're
Think.
Island Think. Yep.
Yes. Yes.
What's
it
in the
was.
box?
That was intense.
What's in the box? That's my Brad Pitt.
Yes, that is a good tip.
Barf. Interesting way to end up. Joy. Doom boxes are for people with ADHD.
Joy is gross.
You don't know Joy. Wait a second, you do. Probably more than me.
Wait, what's that one? Doombox?
I used to date a Joy. Also, I'm sorry I spelled your name like that, Crystal. It's Crystal. All right, is this hard for you to process and sort?
Doombox.
That might be a sign. This might be a sign, Sean.
Maybe.
If this is hard for you to if this sentence is hard for you to process and sort, like your mind algorithm is a little off, you too might be like other people. Hi, welcome to Meltdown Island, where the neurodivergent have all found an island and are making it into a fortress of missiles, and we are talking about it. Did you know that birds aren't real? They're just a surveillance thing that the government been replacing birds since the 50s. It might be the truth.
I mean, there are strange truths.
I'm definitely up on all animals, almost all the animals. I'm mostly up on all of them. I know about dog talking, I know about cat talking, and I know about bird spies. Crystal is her countess Chocolate cosplay now. Countess Chocula.
You had to work that. You had to work that one, buddy, but you nailed it.
Oh, she spelled it. Kyra style, not Kra.
Kyrstal.
I was like, how did she spell it? And I had to go back. What's that say, Sean? That's too many words.
I got tricked by my aunt who was having a bipolar episode to spell my name, Kristla, and she was very convincing. So I have trauma about my name being misspelled. And you just triggered it.
I didn't mean to laugh at your pain. Crystalla, the hypocrites. I'm brown like Count Chocula. Thought he was my dad or Lenny Kravitz. Because your dad sang Lenny Kravitz songs? Kirstal.
You're killing on these comments today, buddy.
Me?
Yeah.
Maybe you could do this part.
Oh, that's nice. I'm sorry for triggering and opening closed wounds. I'm a mirror.
I never thought he would say it. I never thought I'd hear him say those words. Thank you, Dina.
You never thought you'd hear me say I'm sorry?
That's what I implied.
I feel like I say I'm sorry a lot.
Well, not about the right things. To be honest. That's what TBH means. To be honest.
Uh-oh.
Wink.
Wink.
Daddy! 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 That is right, Kara!
Some Lenny Kravitz fans. What's going on with you, buddy? Seems like I saw you a lot last week.
What did we do this week? We had some outings. You and I, we went to a comedy show.
Comedy show.
At the same time. We went there. We were there at the same time.
We were there at the same time. I recognized your laughter and immediately knew you were there.
Now, here's a question. Because you heard my laughter, did it make you laugh?
No.
Yeah, I weirded people out in front of me too. They were looking back like.
Yeah, I always find it funny that some people get uncomfortable about people laughing
at a comedy show.
At a comedy show, yeah.
Ain't that the weirdest thing?
It is the weirdest thing.
You know, some people ain't ever been to a comedy show.
Right.
Do you know some people ain't ever been to karaoke?
I'm stunned.
Aren't you? There's quite a big amount of people on TikTok that I have met that have never once been to a karaoke. And you go to karaoke, you've never even sang karaoke that much, but you've been to a lot.
Yeah. I mean, and that's the thing. There's just been such a proliferation of karaoke.
For over decades.
For probably 20 years.
20.
Maybe 25 years.
25. 2025.
You know, to the point where you'll sometimes just be in a bar and then karaoke will suddenly start happening. I mean, whether you went there for the karaoke or not, you just
I didn't even know. Whoa.
Tuesday is karaoke night here, apparently. So.
Apparently, bud. That's what I'd say if I was with you.
So it is stunning. But then again, you know, it's on the TikTok. It could be some whippersnappers. You know, there could be maybe 19, 20, 21. And that I could see, because they're probably not even spending time in bars yet. And that's primarily the reason you do it when you're drunk.
Thank you, Mark.
The toddler character is intense.
Thank you, Daddy. Mike. Auntie Mike. The reason I asked you about my laugh is because I'm still trying to figure out this comedy show idea I got. Dina got to meet Inga. Oh, Dina, I got to meet their friend Inga.
Nice.
Where's Inga? How come Inga's never here, though?
What do you mean?
How's Inga ever going to meet Dina? I should have showed Inga some videos of Dina.
Yeah.
Some people have never been to either a comedy show and neither karaoke. The sacrilege. I had to use the real Latin Italian for that one. I just wanted to see him face process how many different thoughts he just thought in that short amount of time. It was funny. That was a fun one for me. I'm gonna have to play out back Raleigh in Roses and Thorns.
Would you recommend people go to comedy shows or do karaoke?
Let's see. Thank you for answering, Kara. I've been to both. I sang karaoke, but I was so drunk the song was just awful. Maybe that's not some of my. That's just a story. That's a good story.
Good story.
Dang, Crystal, my other half, the Inga part of my dingas, the Bobingas to my dingas. I feel left out now. Well, I was on for a long time. Oh, Sean's just sitting back eating his popcorn and drinking his drink at this drama. Someone told me that my taping my foot at a concert was ruining their concert. Me tapping, not taping. Let's take that back. Someone told me I'm a taping. I said taping. I can't do it. So someone once told me that me tapping my foot at a concert was ruining their concert experience. Was that experience in the bed? Were you watching a concert on cassette and DVD? We were trying to. Dinga. That's some crosstalk. Tell those dang whippersnappers. I thought she was singing Careless Whispers.
I don't want to come off like I'm not that I have a problem with whippersnappers.
Because you do?
I don't.
You don't.
I'm totally cool with whippersnappers.
Which part?
But I'm just saying, just all around. But I'm just saying,
comes off your tongue.
A lot of the youth is on the TikTok, and I guess I'm not that surprised.
Yes, we are.
That
we are on TikTok.
Well, I mean everybody, but also lots of young people. I mean, and you, and young people.
What you mean, and me? Not nice people.
You're not nice.
Dang those whispers. Now, see, if we was out of karaoke, that's what I'd probably get up and sing is, dang those whippersnappers. We were trying to summon you, dingus. I don't know if I like the way she wrote that. I sang karaoke just once. It was a brick house. I got nervous and I just danced the rest of the song because it was brick house. I was mighty nervous. I danced it all that way out. Fun fact, that's apparently one of the songs that I used to dance on the car seat, in the front seat, dance to when my mom would drive. Clearly no belt, clearly no child seat. It's before all that. It was when we allowed ourselves to lose our balance to gain our balance.
At least you tried, Gina. Good job.
I just called.
I'm going to call the toddler character Dusty Oopsie
I
Doopsie.
just called the toddler character DUSTiN Oopsie Doopsie Oopsie Doo. How loud were you a tapping, Mark?
That's a fair question.
That's what I was going for. He was tapping that. I was wearing sneakers and tapping my foot on asphalt. How loud could it have been? I was on the beat. It sounds like somebody was looking to tear you up, huh? Where was this at? Where was this? They's about to tear you up, Mark. Hey, bud, can you stop tapping your foot, bro? I'm trying to watch a show here.
How loud could have been? I was on the beat.
Hey, shut up with your foot, bro. I can hear you tapping. What? I said, shut up. You're tapping your foot. You're tapping. I can't hear you. The band's too loud.
Asphalt or someone's ass to a fault?
Dun 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 ding dong bing ding that's sexy ding ding. If you were on beat, Mark, then that's okay. I don't mind if you were on the beat, Mark. That person was just triggered with how on point you were. You know, there were times where I was definitely at a show, still too loud, obviously, Mark. Uh-oh, is this it? Sisters Folk Festival in Oregon. So you think you got, what is it? You got bigoted against for being a white dude enjoying a female song when females were held down for so long by male rock bands? In other ways, probably. Who's sisters? Why do I think it's all just female? It's a festival, that's why. You're looking it up?
Yeah.
I saw him go into technical mode. It's when his eyes go halfway more shut, like they're like deadened, like he's got no emotion. He's going into robot mode. I am a computer looking up computer things on websites and on internet technically.
Oh, because it seems to be in some place called Sisters, Oregon. That's probably why.
Oh, so it doesn't have nothing to do with sisters. Sisters, just being sisters. That's just general aggression towards men. Don't take it personally. That's what I thought too, but we found out it's a whole city against him. You've been to Sisters, Oregon!
It was founded in 1995 to bring the finest in acoustic music to the charming town of Sisters, Oregon.
And so he was at an acoustic show, and he's like,
we got to bring this to Sisters.
"You gonna report it?" "Hi, I was at the Sisters Festival, and I was enjoying myself, quietly tapping my foot, which, by the way, jazz legend, I believe his name's Louis. What's his name? Louis. Plays
Louis
trumpet. I want to say
Krause?
Louis Prima, but it's not.
Louis C.K.
No. Louis
Oh.
Armstrong. Louis Armstrong.
Louis Armstrong.
And in the spirit of Louis Armstrong, if it's got a tap, if you can tap your foot to it, it's good music. And I was tapping my foot to the music. The way our forebear fathers of music taught us to. Quietly keep it to ourselves. I was not hooping. I was nay, hollering. Nay. I was tapping. I was tapping my foot. I was not clapping. I was not talking. I was tapping my foot as I was instructed to.
Next year, I'll have the band bring me on stage as a guest tapper. That'll blow the complainer's mind.
Guess what? That's your new nickname to me. Hey, guest tapper. You part of the guest tapper family? You part of the tapper family? Mark, maybe they were just mad.
Yeah.
Because they don't know how to tap. And they're watching you and they're saying, "Oh, yeah, what is happening?"
It was a good read of that, buddy. It was fun. It was a fun read.
Yeah, that Dina character is really coming along, isn't it? I really enjoy it.
But you're right, Dina. We all got a story. Who knows? Maybe they're tap.
Maybe shoes are. Maybe you're acoustically out of tune. I hear what you're saying. Maybe were they actual tap shoes, Mark?
They're sneakers.
Oh, this is Mark. Oh, this is Mark. My shoes were acoustic. They were rubber soled, or they were hooked up to the speakers. I never wear electric shoes to a folk festival.
Yeah, that would be disrespectful.
What about rolling shoes? Please give a round of applause to our guest tapper, Mark McAlar. If you had tap shoes on, then it'd be a different story because then you would have like clippity clappity and not so much tippity tappity, you know. So, yeah, what do you think?
I don't know. You might have got a little out of control at the end.
Yeah, the thing is you got to go sometimes too far to realize where you were.
Yeah, before you can reel it in.
God, no, I'm triggered with those emojis. Emojis. See how you didn't say G on the end. Guest topper. Guest. Guest, get in here. Bring in that wood. Young tapper.
It does. Sounds like a cameo in a porno.
Guest tapper of that ash.
Yeah.
JK, I was JKing.
JK.
Mark, is that your conservative way of saying that you want to
be in a porno?
What? He wants to be in a tapping shoe band. Guess what? I have a shoe band. You can be in it.
You did have a shoe band.
My band's name's Shoe. On tap, we have We have Mark Mikula. Sometimes he taps in a waltz in a 3/4, sometimes in a 4/4. So make sure you understand that he is not with me. What? Become a clogger.
There it is. All that speculation. All we had to do was go to the next comment.
What?
There was all that speculation of what. Never mind. Let's move on. Dina, no one has 3 feet except Mark. Maybe that was the problem.
Which one? The old rusty old man. I just threw my tap sneakers in my doom box in time.
Was it your doom box or was it a time capsule?
And did you time stamp your dooms box?
Apparently, that's not the purpose for the doom box. Wow, look at that. Kara nailed it.
For sure to be acoustic, you would need Mark as a guest tapper.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
The proper capitalization and punctuation, that's great. It's good fan.
You're right. You're saying of the band name even.
Yeah.
And then even the commas, because Mike McGallion says I use commas too much.
I think Mike McGettigan doesn't use commas enough.
Whoop! 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 Shots fired! Shots fired!
And if he's listening, I'd say it to his face.
Oh my God, it's on. I love drama. I strongly dislike that Valley Girl accent.
Well, there it is, Dustin.
That's too many feet, Kara. To me, Crystal, it has evolved into a drunk Valley Girl.
All right, the crowd is spoken on the Valley Girl, I guess.
But she didn't say she didn't like it, right?
Yeah. Well, like you said, you got to know how far you can go.
And how far we've came. Hi there. Welcome to Roses and Thorns, everyone. My name is Dustin, this Sean, and we're here to tell you what roses and thorns.
What?
Hi,
oh my God, it's time. Holy moly.
I know, right? It's already happening, Sean. I'd like to first give a rose to your car driver who drove you to your house today. But with every rose, we know sometimes has that thorn. And I think I'd have to give you a thorn for forgetting your phone in your car. It was a very, very rough way to start the show today, Sean.
Yeah, it was rough. It was rough.
Thoughts?
It was raw. It was raw. It was raw.
Go on.
And a thorn to me for snapping at you when you were just trying to be helpful. Although to be fair, you didn't know I lost my phone. But then all of your suggestions would have required a phone. So therein was the snap, I feel. So, but a thorn to me for losing my temper. That was uncalled for. Because
you remember, we're trying. This is a rose. This is a rose for me for reminding us. Sure. We're trying to do a comedy show. Rose.
You're right, buddy.
And I give myself a thorn maybe for not being as maybe sensitive as maybe ultimate feeling Dustin would be in some universe. But rose for how I handled it. You even had to hang up on the show. You left the show, Thorn, and then you went closing your thing. I took it away, and it was just me on the camera, and it was like I did this whole sweat pits, armpits, and look, they're even worse now, or same-ish. But I did a song. I didn't want to do that.
That's
but
great. Rose
to me
for you.
That.
I mean, if the phone call was coming in I would have taken the phone call for sure. But it was just Andy there giving me, who had talked to the guy, giving me information about it. So it's not like there was really anything
to really even leave the show about.
Well, there was definitely something to leave the show about. I needed to get the update. And I think you wanted me, you wanted me to leave the show.
I do remember when you came back how much you were smiling.
Exactly. So for that to have hung over my head the whole time, that would have been terrible.
It depends on depends on how many people like the show, because really it could have been a way better show possibly as well. Just, really just grinding it.
With me being really short-tempered.
That's what the people in the comments are suggesting.
Snappy.
But who knows? That's what I'm suggesting. But that's what the current vote proposal is on the floor. Dina says she was once a very drunk Valley toddler. That's I think you're opening up to us, Dina. I appreciate that, Rose.
I think that was that might have been a thorn as a description to that character that has been bandied about a little bit.
You mean this one? Rose to the idea that you worrying too much might actually be healthy. That's actually a rose to me, because I think that's a good thing.
Wait, what?
Rose.
For
my accents. Just to clarify that, Rose.
So Rose. I'm just a little confused because it feels like
you're confusing something I just gave a rose to after clarifying. Thorn.
I think you were claiming responsibility for the rose, or you were claiming the rose. And I think the rose was for me, actually.
Oh, I just saying rose. I was giving you the rose by reading that in such a beautiful, nuanced dialect.
All right.
Regionally speaking.
We'll have to check the playback.
Oh, don't you worry. There'll be roses and thorns this week, because I got a couple things I got reveals to the whole world on this show.
Okay, all right.
Mister, I got to hang up on Dust, let him sing a stupid song. Here, watch the song. You tell me.
Well, thank you, Dina, for the rose.
Love that song. That was a great time, huh? I'm sorry. I was doing editing right there in my mind and on for the show.
Did you get that one, the one before it?
Rose.
The Crystal, the one. Did you jump over that one from Crystal, though?
Oh, I think I did. We'll go back to it.
Okay.
Dustin, you're more me now than me now.
One too many nows.
Is there? Some say not enough nows.
Oh, how about that? Thanks, Crystal. That's
Rose
nice.
to shine for having the gentlest temper ever. I would just snuggle that temper and give her a little tippity tap and pat on the head.
Man of 1,000 voices.
All of them loud for some reason. I have to jet.
Bye, Kara.
Islanders. I have a 6 p.m. work meeting. Blah.
Nice job working. Rose to you for working.
Rose for you for working, and rose to you for commenting on your short time on Earth with us for this moment. For this moment. Sean's going to fight for his roses.
I mean, it's all I got anymore.
Dare I say that's why he gets a thorn, though, because they're given to him freely. And yet he won't fight. Remember when he threw shots over at Mike today? I'll have to look that one up. That's on me now. That sucks. But I remember enjoying it, and I remember acting like it was a big deal on the spot, which surprised him.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll be playing while I give the play-by-play, because it wasn't very long, but it was good.
And it could kick off a decades-long war.
And then Dustin's after show will be back. Then we'll need my stuff.
Thorn for wanting to hold on to that.
Thorn for letting go of Dustin's after show, guy. The fuck?
There comes a time when you just got to let go.
There's a culmination of a lifetime worth of work and study wrapped up into that show. I'm a comedy theorist, as the intro says.
Yes.
And I theoried together a hell of a show. Maybe I clapped too much.
I mean, I don't know that there's a maybe involved, but
I do got to edit those claps out now. I didn't realize at the time, but I do got to because it's annoying and it brings a lot more anxiety.
Okay.
Because you're like, stop clapping, buddy. I watched it.
You were supportive.
I watched it with Dina and Alana, and I was like this. Oh no, no, God. Oh no, I talked about this part. And you can tell it's. I definitely have a theory about our show. I have a theory about it.
About our show?
Yeah, about that show.
Oh, that show.
Does that show?
Yeah. What's the theory again?
Well, you can tell there's something going on. You can tell we have I doing something different. It's not the same old thing.
Yeah.
Because it was my second show and possibly my last opportunity to talk about my accident and or my facial stuff. And it was the short time between jumping out of an airplane and getting beat up in Vegas. That's when Dustin's after show happened. How about that? 8 months? 4 of them months with Dustin's after show and 20th anniversary of Ant.
Wow.
Yep. And
Just
I cornered Mary Beth Monroe's husband in the...
What did you do?
I did a Dustin bit that was way too awkward and way too hard because they just got engaged.
Oh, boy.
And I was like, yeah, we were love interests in a show. It's not a big deal.
Oh, boy.
And yeah, sure, she did a stage kiss, but not always because things just get out of hand.
Oh, boy.
And then I started laughing really hard because I'm like, yes, we had to do, but no. You guys are getting married, guy. I don't know about it. I'm sorry.
Oh, boy.
I'll leave. I'm sorry, Andy. I'll leave. It was awkward. I felt awkward afterwards.
Yeah. The backpedaling makes it worse.
Yes. Well, it's because I feel so awkward. Mm-hmm. It's because I start doing a bit that I know is hilarious, but I then end up regretting afterwards. What's going on? Are you guys having foreplay?
No. It's 5-play. We actually do this before foreplay.
It feels like there's some sexual energy coming through the screen right now. What is that laugh? That was
no, just...
Everybody gonna fly. It ain't too late to shine.
It's a fun effect.
I've been working with perspectives and whatnot with the camera lately. I've been doing some
all right, buddy. Nice
perspective work.
Well,
trying to realize that the camera is 2D,
mm-hmm.
but you could play with the 3D aspect ratio of it, giving you a whole, dare I say, fourth dimension of thought. And that's why everyone likes Wes Anderson. Now, how come I can't get no
that's
master's?
The reason.
Now, how come I can't get no master's degree? They don't want to sit through fucking years of me rambling until I get to the point. Rose to Sean's dancing.
Oh, thank you.
That's nice. That's real nice for you.
Did you get that one from Crystal about you?
I'm heading that way. There's such a thing as clapping too much. There is? I guess. Everybody else stops clapping?
I mean, I actually like to do that. I like to be the last one clapping.
I even know, because you and I said at a funeral one time being the last one. And we'd be like, at a fucking funeral, guy. Can't be playing no games. And here he is, want to be in Mr. Claps a lot. just because he know I'm gonna fight back. Rose to Dustin for taking it overboard. One of those fabric roses, timeless impressions. Will never
die or fade.
Will never die or fade away. Thank you.
I guess that's probably the 4 applauses right in a row are probably a clap. If you wanted a slow clap, you'd probably put commas in between them. So clap, comma, clap.
No, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Timeless impressions. Fade or die. 4, 2. You clap at funerals?
What?
That'll be our screenshot for today. Here we go. There it is. There we go. That's good. That'd be good.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
You clap.
That's good bit. It's good bit, Dina. Good bit.
Thank you, Dina. Thank you, Dina, for that. Thank you for making our.
But yeah, like when people are doing talks, though, that's what it was. I mean, people are like saying their thing. People applaud sometimes. I think
afterwards they give them a little bit of. That's very moving.
Right.
Put him in the ground. Woo! Fired up. Woo! Cremation. All right. Well, if there's one thing we've learned, it's that foreplay starts with 5-play.
Yes. Yes, it does.
And I'm rarely invited to play. Either way, we'd like to say, stop the insanity.
Yeah. Corporations are not people. Let's stop treating them like it. Because they don't treat us like people.
And
was I the only one that I mean, that's also fair. And I feel like there was other people clapping. And here's the thing. I mean, I wasn't going to call Dustin out on it. You know, I'm not going to give him a thorn or anything, but I don't know that it was a funeral. I mean, setting it at a funeral does make it funnier for sure. But I don't know for a fact that it was a funeral.
Yeah.
I mean,
felt like someone was dying. It could have been a wedding. It felt like someone was dying.
Maybe it was a wedding. Now that checks out a little bit more.
There was death in the air.
And I wasn't going to bring it up because Tina had that great bit. You clap at funerals? 3 question marks.
It's so funny.
It's such a great bit. I wanted to leave that intact. But now that it's becoming a thing, I just wanted to be clear that it may or may not have been a funeral.
Either way, we're competitive audience members.
Yes.
Much like our wonderful audience of commenters who get roses.
Great. I do. I have hearts. I have hearts in my eyes.
Green clovers down belowvers.
Keeps getting better.
It's getting better all the time. It's getting better. The fact is, you don't know if it's a funeral or not. And that we would be doing it anywhere. And the fact, yeah.
Right.
It can't get no worse. I got to admit, it keeps getting better. So much better. Getting so much better all